Hi everyone, thanks very much for joining the latest Airgungurus live stream. We are live on the Airgungurus Facebook group on the Global Airgun Club page and on my Facebook page. So thank you very much for coming in. We are going to be having a prize draw tonight. This broadcast is Gunbuck News Network sponsored, and thanks very much to Mark Keith for doing that. If you want to take part in the prize draw, all you need to do is comment. You don't need to comment anything in particular. Just type any old stuff in and you will be on the screen. Now, we've got some guests on tonight. I think we've got 3 and there's another one trying to come on. Hi, Brian. How are you? Nice to see you. Brian's got a competition on his page. If you ever want to go over it, we'll put it on Airgungurus page for you. Jersey's got one on, no prize for jerseys. Keith, how are you? Loads and loads of people coming in tonight, guys. We have 42 on already. Facebook user, absolutely no clue who you are. Sorry about that. If you want in, read the instructions on the top of the live stream and you will get in the draw. So I'm going to, John, how are you? It's going to be quite busy tonight, guys. The main guest tonight is Matt Gleaves. Matt runs his own Airability Facebook group. We're going to be having quite a long chat with Matt. We've also got Michael, North Carolina AirGunner, and Tom Jacobs is in as well. We're going to introduce you one at a time. Again, Facebook user, no, that's not going to happen. Martin, Liam, how are you? Kirsty, how are you? Nice to hear from you. I don't know if you've been on before or not, Kirsty. Very, very warm welcome to the Airgungurus live stream. Jose, nice to see you. That's people from Peru. We're very international tonight. So I'm going to bring Matt on, and Matt will say hello. We're going to have a quick chat, and then we're going to do the draw fairly quickly. Once the draw is done, we're going to get the guests back on. We'll have a chat. Okay, Matt, how the hell are you, Matt?
I'm great, and thanks for having me on a second time.
You are very welcome.
I think that's a first. I never usually get invited back.
You can come on anytime. There's a few new people on tonight, Matt. Do you want to introduce yourself and introduce Airability?
Yeah, cool. So I run a Facebook group called Airability, and we have a YouTube channel as well. And what I try to cater for is airgun shooters with physical limitations, kind of trying to get around all the problems involved in airgunning and trying to support people trying to, get into the hobby for the first time who might need a little bit of extra help.
Right, brilliant. Matt, you're kind of our main guest on tonight. There's loads of people saying hello to you. I know you're on an iPhone, so it's quite hard for you to see from where you are. We're going to be having quite a long chat, Matt. If anyone hasn't met Matt before, he's a fantastic bench rest shooter. I've seen his scores. Matt, we were going to put a video on. We will try and do that another night for you. It's going to be quite busy tonight. Jersey. So Jersey's from Belgium, if everyone doesn't know. Jose is from Peru. We've got people from America. Loads and loads of people. If you haven't been on the live stream before, guys, let us know where you're from, and we will introduce you to Michael. Bring Michael on. Michael, how are you?
Great. Yourself?
I am very well, sir. Michael, my headphones are falling out. You've got a fantastic T-shirt, Michael. You want to lift it up and show us? Michael, there's loads of people on tonight. We've actually just hit a record amount of viewers tonight. Jason says hi. Loads of people saying hi. We've got people on tonight that haven't been on before. Michael, do you want to do a quick introduction and give your North Carolina Airgun a quick mention?
Sure. Just a quick. North Carolina Airgunners are on Facebook. Here mainly for the state. But what actually got me into airgunning was the VA, the adaptive sports program with the VA. What actually got me into that. So that's why when Matt put the call out, I was like, sure, I'd love to come on. But, hey, let's give the time to him.
Right, Michael, it's lovely to have you on, and thank you very much for I think you bought the t-shirt, actually. There's only about 4 people ever bought one. If anybody ever wants to buy a t-shirt, they're on sale. Hang on a second. Saying we've got so many, we've got 82 people on now. Just saying we've got so many people. Hang on. Right, so we'll get an advert in there, Michael. Right, Michael, we will catch. Denny was very kindly. Denny and I swapped t-shirts the other day. We're going to bring in Tom in a second. Tom, how are you?
Hi guys, right?
Tom, again, thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciate you spending time on that, along with other boys in a minute. Do you want to do a quick introduction to yourself, Tom, because it's the first time you've been on?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm from down in Somerset. I do mostly bench rest shooting. Shoot at a place called Rifleman Firearms. Been shooting there for a few years now. Yeah, just caught the bug early on and got really hooked into it all. And now starting to do like the national stuff, like with Bench Rest UK and obviously club competition still as well. But yeah, I do a lot of like 3D printing stuff as well. I do got a company called TJ Designs. Do like quite affordable rifle parts because a lot of people can do the 3D printing now, but quality varies person to person. But the stuff we do is really good, and you get a problem, we replace it, no problem.
Brilliant. If I send you a link from Thingiverse to a thing for a drone, can you print it for me? Cheap?
Probably, yeah. I got quite a few.
Right, guys. What I'm going to do now, there's loads and loads of things. Loads and loads and loads. Denny, you managed to get in. Denny's from Flatboke AirGunner. Denny, I think Tom's got one of your... I think Michael's got one of your T-shirts in the background. Adam, nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. Jersey, you have the custom master made for you. We like to try and get AirGunner started off. Jersey, you're doing very well. Jersey's got a YouTube channel as well, but we sent him some custom masks courtesy of Airgungurus. Loads and loads of people coming in. Right, I know some of you just come in rather than listen to people, just want to take part in the prize draw. We've got 88 people watching, guys, and we've only got 14 entries. So if you want to do a quick post somewhere for the next 90 seconds, and we'll get the draw started. If you want to stay on after the draw, please do. We will get your comments on. If you've got any comments for Matt, Michael, or Tom, just let them know. 3D printed stuff, I take it it's Tom does. Tom, if that's right, stick a wee thumbs up so as I can see it. Brilliant. If anybody's looking for anything, feel free. We're very, very happy to let guests advertise their products as well. If anybody ever wants to come online, please do. You do not need to. We are looking for sponsors for our live streams, guys. We're just looking to break even. Last week, Mark Heath sponsored the show, so we just allowed them to sponsor this one as well. I should really have put his logo up again. It went very well last week. Again, guys, I'm just looking at the comments. Most of them is normal. I can't put on the screen because they're really rude. Those are the ones I like. Right, guys, 30 seconds to get into the draw. Loads of people on stream, but not many doing it. The draw will be for, I don't know, whatever you want, really. We'll give you the choice. You can get Airgungurus stickers, pin badges. You can get these things as well, which are Velcro, go onto your jacket. If you don't have Velcro already on your shooting jacket, doesn't really matter because these peel apart, that one gets ironed on and that one gets stuck to it. We're ordering some new bits and pieces as well, and at the end of the month we'll be giving away a t-shirt or two as well. Might put another t-shirt advert on. Right, guys, no more entries. We're going to do a quick draw for you. I just need to share the screen. And let's see who wins. Probably Jason Lockett. He wins every other one. Give away to... Okay, guys, I'll make this full screen for you. Good luck. Kirsty! Okay, well done. Kirsty, if you want to email team at airgungurus.com or just catch one of us on the AirGungurus Facebook page, we'll organise a prize to get sent out to you. Loads of congratulations coming in. Jason, for about the first time, it's not you, which is, I don't even need to remember your address anymore. I know it off by heart. Very well done, Kirsty. Thank you so much for coming on. We're going to bring our main guest on, and then we'll bring the other boys on as well. So let's get Matt on. Matt, Airability. It's an absolutely cracking page, or group rather, that you've got. You've got loads of disabled shooters on it. If anyone's got any questions for Matt in disability shooting, Matt, I know you're in a wheelchair, but it doesn't seem to affect your bench rest shooting anymore. Do you think there's any disadvantage being in a wheelchair for bench rest?
Well, I went to my first major competition a couple of weeks ago, and to be honest, I think the more decrepit you are, the better shooter you're going to be, because there was a wide range of people with a lot of different physical abilities, which I found really interesting. And I think the oldest shooter was about 95. And, there was a guy who was 77 placed well in the competitions. But for me, what I like about bench rest is it really does minimise the, that difference between able-bodied and disabled competitors. The only thing I would say is I'm really small. I'm only a foot tall. So when I turn up to these venues or ranges, the benches are usually my eye height, so I find that quite difficult. But what I do is I built my own bench, and I take my own bench with me. So it's all about adapting and overcoming, really.
Right, brilliant. I actually seen a picture of that bench. I should have had it ready because it's absolutely fantastic. Jersey's asking what kind of rifle are you shooting with, Matt? I know the name of your rifle. It's an absolute belter, but Jersey's interested.
Yeah, I have two rifles. My main rifle is it's an Anschutz 9015, and there's very little left on it original. I've got a Tilly gun stocks custom stock, which is built for my size and shape, to my specification, which is really good. And it's been tuned. It's pretty much a monster, and the stock incorporates a lot of orange, so I call it Tangerine Dream for a laugh. And my other gun is a Air Arms HFT 500, and again, that's got a custom stock on by Tommy Bennett at Tilly Stocks, and it's got been ripped apart and customized and tuned as well. I like doing that. That's a great part of bench rest, isn't it? Having everything tuned and fiddled about with.
Did I think on one of your videos you had to get the weight cut down to get into one of the categories? Did you manage to do it?
Yeah. My Anschutz has been on a bit of a diet. My first competition, I took two rifles, and I found that isn't really the thing to do. So I've replaced the laminate cheek piece with a chunk of carbon fibre, and the aluminium butt pad with a chunk of carbon fibre too, and that seems to have got me underweight. I also had a scope on that was probably a bit heavy, and I swapped that for a smaller scope too. So at the moment, I'm just readjusting to the new format, but it seems to be working well.
Right, absolutely brilliant. Just in case you can't see that, Adam Newell says if it's all the bacon butties, not sure what he means about that. Take it that's a kind of private joke. Welcome, Adam. I don't know if you're on the screen very often. If anybody ever wants to come onto one of your live streams, guys, just let us know. We'll bring you on. Denny says you're an inspiration, Matt. You're also a much better shooter than he is as well. I've seen him shooting If anybody's got any more questions for Matt, we're going to bring in Michael and Tom for a quick chat. I've got a couple of email questions as well, Matt, I'm going to ask you. We'll bring the boys in. If you see me stuttering a wee bit, guys, it's just because I'm trying to read all these bits and pieces. They're absolutely flying in. They're all saying it's not a fix this week for the competition. Well done, Kirsty. You saved me from getting absolute pelters. Tom, do you know Matt quite well?
Yeah, I shot with Matt at the last competition he done. It was his first one.
All right. Did he beat you?
He did on the first day. But I made up for it on the second, that's for sure.
Matt, I think you've been doing a bit of practice during lockdown, have you?
Yeah, well, I've basically been in the house a year, really. So I'm quite lucky. I've got a 10-meter indoor range. I've got a pistol shooter, and I've extended that out into the garden. And I've been practicing bench rest as far as I could. So yes, I've done thousands and thousands of shots. I probably shoot about an hour to an hour and a half every day.
Right, brilliant, Michael. I think I've seen you've got an outside range. Is it your own?
Yeah, I got a 35 meter range in the back, and then I shoot with the VA on their 6-week, the adaptive sports program with them. And what I've learned, it's like he was said, it's ergonomics. I've had back surgery and other stuff like that. It's a repetition. But yeah, I got a 35 meter in the back.
Right, brilliant. Just to explain to the people that are in loads of people in Europe and the UK, VA's Veterans Association, is that right? Right, absolutely brilliant, guys. We've got loads and loads of stuff coming in, including loads of ones that are much ruder than what Jason puts on. I'm actually kind of very, very lucky, apart from being extremely overweight. For the last 40 years, I've had the body of a 20-year-old, so that's why I can't sell my freezer, by the way. Okay, let's see if there's any more coming in. Loads of people trying to advertise their group. Jersey, put it somewhere else. We don't do that on here, but well done. I've got one I'm going to put on Jersey. It was shooting backwards at 30 yards with a night vision sight through a mirror. I'll stick that on. I was actually kidding on. It took me about 2 weeks to get it done right, but I managed it eventually. Brian, again, if you ever want to come back on, feel free. And if anybody wants to put adverts on for their competitions, you can put them on the Global Airgun Club page. It's free. Everybody gets free membership, and you can, Jersey and Brian, you're very welcome to put your competitions on there. I will put the link to it up as well. Right. A couple of questions that we had ready for you, Matt. If Tom or Michael want to ask you any questions, do you want to jump in just now if you can think of anything? No.
Biggest thing that I got out of it was ergonomics. Learning how to adjust your body and everything to that. So, I mean, being short or having these other issues, fantastic job there, Matt.
Right. Okay, guys. We've got a question. We've got Tom. Dive in, buddy.
Matt, obviously you came to the last competition with me. Is there anything you changed, like do differently for the next one, like your setup or preparation for the day?
Well, yeah, I think the first thing is about having one mindful, is it? That's what I've been sorting out, and the Anschultz has been on a diet, as we've said. Otherwise, obviously I turned up a little ill-prepared and I didn't have wind flags, but you're rectifying that issue, and I'll be getting some of them shortly, and I'll do a practice with them. But what I was quite surprised about, to be honest, was shooting in isolation for a year, how well prepared I was. And most of my ideas of what I would face at the event were right, but I must admit, and I've said it in my last video on my channel, I was a little surprised about how much the wind threw things around, and how different it is from shooting on your home range to shooting on a fully windswept outdoor range.
Right, brilliant. Oh, look, I think Michael's got a guest. Michael, who's that?
That's my son. He got in there messing with the cat. The cat got him.
Right, okay. Matt, we had a question emailed in for you, and it was, apart from bench rest, is there any other type of shooting that you feel suitable for you?
Yeah, well, I'll be honest with you, bench press is a new thing for me. I only started doing it during lockdown. It's something to do. I've been in airgun shooting for 40 years now. I've had my time doing indoor 10-meter pistol. Did a lot of that when my daughter was doing it. I started off way back in the 80s. You know, when you know, in the midst of time. But I used to, as a kid, in my first job, you know, about 1920, I used to spend all my disposable money on airguns, and then life took me on a different path for about 20 years, and I've been back at it now for about, 10, 15 years and loving it. Right,
brilliant. We had an AirGunner at Cloybank who was in a wheelchair, and he did an HFT competition. And what happened is he'd made a kind of clamp to go in the wheelchair arm, and that's what he used to hold the gun against. And he was an absolutely hot shooter. He was absolutely fantastic. And changed the rules slightly for him, so he obviously couldn't do the standing and kneeling shots, but absolutely tremendous. He's still a member. Loads and loads of comments coming in as well. Let's bring Tom on for a quick better chat. Tom, your 3D printing and stuff like that, what sort of stuff do you do?
So, like, all sorts, absolutely all sorts. It's mostly rifle parts, but I've just started doing wind flags for bench rest shooters, because there's not a lot of options here in the UK. It's pretty much a DIY job, or you can't really get anything to order from America as such, but trying to make them affordable, because some of the pricing for them is a lot for what they really are. But yeah, I mean, it's also, I do everything from FX stuff to air arms, day state, all like the major normal stuff that people have.
Okay, brilliant. Michael, we try to Denny's online. You want to give him a quick look at his t-shirt? that makes his day. There you go, Denny. Right, okay. There's a question coming in for Tom. I don't know if you can see this or no, buddy. 3D butt hooks.
Yeah, I've experimented with them. The only issue you get is sheer the sheer strength of it. I mean, you can use like quite tough plastics to get the strength up, but it's not something I do. You're better off with metal, if I'm honest. I want to sell it to someone and not be proper foam.
Right, brilliant. Okay, there's another question that had come in, Matt, for you. It came in. We'd asked a couple of people to email any questions that they had coming in. I'm just trying to get it. I've actually got 4 screens running at the same time. Graham, harmonic dampers from Graham Freeman. How good are the harmonic dampers? Lol. I don't know if he's taking the mickey. I did see them.
He's not.
He's not. I did see them actually. I seen them on your page. I think you were shooting them out to 15 meters. Did they make a difference?
So Graham's got a new design, which is going to be it's painted now, but it's going to be the next big thing in the airgun world, I reckon. It's unbelievable how well it works. 25-meter shooting, you can literally adjust it really easily, and you just see the group get smaller until it's just one pellet, and you'll just shoot with one on. I don't mean like a clover leaf. I mean, you could drop a pellet through it, and the pellet will stay in the paper. It's unbelievable.
Right, I thought it was on your page. I'd seen it, Tom. It must have been Graham's. Graham, if you ever want one reviewed, you know where to come to. if you want to advertise it, feel free to come on. What else? Right, one of the questions, Matt, for you that had come in earlier on was that somebody had said that there's loads of charities for disabled people shooting. Do you know anything about them, and can you give them any information on it? We're not assuming that you do.
To be honest, I don't really. Where the Facebook group Airability came from is there's an awful lot of support in this country for 10-meter rifle and pistol indoor shooting because it's a Paralympic sport, and that's very well catered for. And I know that they actually have charitable events and collecting it down to that. But the airability idea was just really about getting a group of like-minded people together who help each other. Sorry, I don't have any contacts for charitable.
Right, it's an absolutely brilliant, group. I went on and had a wee look at it. It was ages ago. I think I sent you a message months ago asking if you wanted to come on. But it's really, really good. It's a bunch of they're really nice people on it. Some of the groups. Somebody saying they'll promote your page on their Facebook group. Always nice to do that. We are, Matt, later on in the year, we're going to be inviting quite a lot of disability shooting is quite important to us at my club, Cloybank. I think I'd mentioned to you during a wee private chat that we had. We've actually built a bench that hangs from the ceiling so that you can get wheelchairs under it. So it is really, really important, and it's just an absolutely fantastic sport. It's especially fantastic if you're not mobile, because you can pretty much compete along with top class shooters, and there's not much in it. Maybe getting into like the problem that kind of Michael has is maybe getting into the right position can give you a wee bit of a problem. But I've seen your bench rest scores in the first round you bet Tom, so I don't know how good a shooter is, Tom. He maybe just rubbish, are you, Tom?
No, Thomas is a very good shooter. He actually plays, I think he plays fourth in the heavy category. So he's a really good shooter.
Right, brilliant. There's a few people coming on. Brian Allen Smith, his group does a monthly trick shot with a prize. It's airgun hunting and target shooting. They're based in the United States. Brian, I've got mine ready. I haven't done the video yet, but I bought balloons for it, believe it or not. Jersey has got the Masked AirGunner channel. He's over in Belgium. Is it wet over there, Jersey? Are you flooded? The whole place is over there. Let's see. Jason, I think Jason's obviously a part of your group as well. He's probably just in there to do it. Bench Rest UK, Graham's put on. They're taking membership, and the link's on there as well. This live stream, guys. Not here. Okay, it's nice to know, Jersey, that you're safe. This live stream gets uploaded onto YouTube. If you ever want to take a screenshot from it, or if you ever want to see any of the links, just jump on there. Let's bring Michael in. If anybody's got any comments for Michael or Tom, let us know. We've got a record number of people on. We've got 121, which is good. Thank you very much. We only had 14 people in. If everybody commented, the draw would probably take ages. Right, who's we got? Michael. I've just booted him. Sorry, Michael. Bye. Thanks for coming on. Michael, how are you? Michael, do you want to give North Carolina? I know you're. I don't know if it's a group or a page actually.
It's a page, but no.
I know it's mostly for local people. Are you still welcoming people from abroad into it?
As long as it's a tie, something that's going to benefit to North Carolina, or adds to it. That's why, I've invited all y'all. I mean, you bring something to the table, and chances are you've got somebody here in North Carolina. Both of the other guests have got relatives here in North Carolina.
Okay, Michael, it's great to have you on, buddy. Tom, I heard Matt, we were having a wee chat before the stream started just to do a sound test, and he mentioned your printers. I didn't realise it was 3D until you did it.
Yeah.
He says there's clatters, place clatters all the time. Have you got loads of them?
Yeah, I got quite a few. Quite a few. It's to be honest, I started the whole 3D printing like 2 years ago, and the first year was kind of like R&D and such. But this pretty much 12 months to the day, I started selling stuff for the first time, and we were doing maybe an order or two a week if we were lucky. Now we're getting like 20, 25 orders most weeks.
Right, brilliant. I almost bought one. I quite fancy one. It was a cheap one. It was a Ender. But I just want I bought a drone a while back to do some shooting videos, and I needed some bits for it, so I might treat myself if I get paid next week. Matt, listen, thank you so much for coming on, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. We are going to be doing, excuse me a wee minute, Tom, to boot you off so we can see Matt. We are going to be doing a longer version of shooting for people with disabilities, Matt. It's going to be a wee bit closer to Christmas. And I think we've got a sponsor for it that might be putting some money into it. So that's a wee bit of good news for, I think it's a charity called Shooting for the Disabled. They're going to put money into, but they're going to come on as well. It's a big scope manufacturer, so we try to get them on tonight, but they want to wait a wee while. So, but we'll do that. And thank you very much for being our main guest tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. The comments are kind of slowing down. There's loads of invites for you, Matt. After this, I'm going to put Matt's page and the North Carolina page. Tom, I don't know if you've got a page or not, but we'll put them on the Airgungurus. Give you a quick advert on it. You might get some business out of it, Tom. In the meantime, guys, we're getting loads of comments saying how much they're enjoying you guys on stream. So please feel free to come on any time at all. Willie, no, I don't think anybody's going to paint your fence. You would not believe that. I was asking for requests. Somebody's wanting their fence painted. Tom, there's a question for you, mate. Where can you see your work? Do you have a page or a group?
Yeah, so on Facebook, I've got TJ Designs on there. The logo's a grey and white logo. Also on Instagram as well, and you can buy anything from the shop on eBay. We'll ship worldwide. All
right. If you want to put your link up on, I don't even know if you're on the Airgungurus page, Tom, but if you want to put your link up, you're very welcome. Jose is from Peru, and he's absolutely loaded. He's got loads of money, and he wants to buy loads of stuff, don't you, Jose? By the time I say that, it probably takes about 10 seconds to get it to him. Right, guys, listen, thank you so much for coming on to the Airgungurus live stream. We really, really appreciate it. You guys have been absolutely fantastic guests. You are part of a record-breaking live stream for us, so thank you very much for that. It's been very interesting. I will have a quick chat with you. You don't need to go off. We'll have a wee quick chat when the stream ends. I will let you know when it's ended. David, I'll put yours on. It went for some of the people in here, but probably not for most of us. I used to work with David. He's not an air gunner. You're very welcome to come shoot with me, David. Feel free. You can come in a Sunday and I'll take you up and teach you shooting. We are going to be doing loads more of these live streams with guests, guys. And just like I say to you guys, if you want to bring any guests on yourself, feel free. If you want, Tom, if you want to do a 3D printing live stream to show off some of the stuff you do for guns, you are very welcome. And we can put your links and stuff up. You're very welcome, buddy. David's he's a good guy. Him and I used to work together. It was a while ago now, probably before I got sacked. I get sacked quite a lot. Okay. Right, let's see any more comments. That's it. They're slowing down a wee bit, guys. If you guys want to stay online until the stream ends, we'll have a quick chat before we go. There's loads of comments coming in.
I've got
Jason,
an interesting fact about our prize winner. That's my other half.
Oh, is it? What was it? Oh, well, okay. We better get you something nice then. If you want to, I don't know if you're on my Facebook friends list or anything, Tom, but if you or Kirsty wants to send me a message or email team@airgungurus.com, we'll get you a prize out. They're not big prizes, but they're nice. Loads and the comments are absolutely flying in, but they're mostly rude, guys. Nice though, but not rude. Right, okay, guys. I'll catch you guys in 5 minutes. If you want to disappear, if you're busy, it's fine. I will let you know when the broadcast is ended, so that nobody hears what we're saying. We'll just say a wee thank you to you. All right, guys. Thanks again. Thanks everybody for coming on. Really appreciate you guys for coming on. We've got people from all over the world: America, Belgium, Peru. Goodness knows where, and we'll see you all for the next live stream next Friday at 8:30 UK time.